And Bannockburn, well, I think they're out of the finals race now, 10-15-75, defeated by Geelong West, 19-16, 130. So the West boys could be in the 5 this year, Max.
Yeah, well, they're sitting in the 5 right now, so it's going to be very interesting. One person who might have a few sleepless nights this week, but he'll be pretty excited for the big round 18 game between Winchelsea and Thompson. It is the Winchelsea coach, David Mensch. Good afternoon, Menchie.
Afternoon, boys. How you going?
Not too bad, mate. Great win yesterday. We'll kick things off with that. 40-point winners over Anakie over there. They had their season on the line, and so did you guys, and you prevailed. You've had a pretty good month too.
Yeah, our last month's been great. I think we've had 4 wins, so I think it's been a long time since Winchelsea's done that. So, yeah, we're playing some good footy at the right time of the year.
I guess one thing that suits you in the big game against Thompson next week to try and get in the 5, Geelong West, you do sit a position out. They play North Geelong next week. So if you get the points, you do slip in the top 5. Is that any motivation for the game? I know it sounds like a silly question, but do you worry about ladder positions or you just go out and try and play your own footy?
Yeah, I suppose, we'd have to worry about ourselves first, and then hopefully, North Geelong can do the right thing by us and knock the West boys off. But, like I said, it's not going to be an easy game, obviously, against Thompson. They're probably in the same position. So if North Geelong do the right thing, and it's probably out of us and Thompson who gets in.
Before we look back on yesterday's game, I did see you guys live at East Geelong about 5 weeks ago, thanks for that hand gesture, Maxie. I was, for 2 sides battling for a final spot, I was very surprised with your side's performance. Could you take us through what might have happened that day and your turning point since?
Yeah, it was just, I think it was a Sunday.
Yeah, it was a
Sunday game, but it was just one of those weekends. We had 3 or 4 pull out on Saturday, and we had a few injuries, and we just went in with a lot of players that hadn't played seniors, and just everything went wrong. It was our worst game for the year. Every other game we've been really competitive, and even a chance, even against North Geelong and I suppose Belpo Steel, we're always in the game. But with that one, that was the only game for the year that we haven't really, from the get-go, we were never a chance. We didn't look like it. We didn't bring our game. But, since then, I suppose we had a chat and we've knuckled down and, we've been playing some great footy. I said to the boys it was just a one-off game, and I suppose most teams have it throughout the year. But unfortunately, it was a crucial game for us. But obviously things have worked out not too bad since. So, we're still in it.
Well, you mentioned how things have worked out since. 4 wins on the trot. Looking at yesterday's now, when I look at the scoreboard, Anakie's up by a point at the final break, and you guys win the game by 50 points. Can you take us through your message at 3/4 time and what happened from that point onwards?
Again, we've just the whole year. I mean, we've won 9 games, but there's only been probably last week where we played West Geelong, where we've played 4 quarters. So. It was good and bad yesterday. The bad bit was, we stuffed around with the ball a lot and we overused it at times. It was a little bit windy out at Anakie, and it probably didn't suit a lot of our tools. And then the wind dropped off a bit in the last quarter, and we threw big Daniel Herman's in the ruck, and he started winning the ball out of the middle. And then we just got a bit of confidence and got our game going. And only played 20 minutes of footy yesterday, which. I suppose the good thing for us is it's pretty exciting. If we could just manufacture that for 4 quarters, we can be pretty exciting and push any team in the league.
It's a bit of a Cinderella story, but this season for you guys, I know you weren't a part of what's happened in the previous years and last year in particular, but some of your new recruits. Now, I played at Simpson 4 or 5 years ago with Tim Van Clousters. He was a big full forward, and he used to be able to mark anything we kicked. We finished on bottom of the ladder that year, though. But I see he plays in defence for you guys. How's he fitted in the side, and how have you found him this year?
Yeah, he's been great. He's obviously played Golden Valley the last couple of years up at Mansfield, and he was probably one of the best centre-half backs going around up there. So to have him with us and having such a young team and a young back line, he's just been a rock of defence down there. And obviously he's missed probably a third of the year with a knee injury, but he's back now and playing great footy for us. So to have him, and also, like I said, Daniel Hermans, he's probably similar. He's missed sort of 6, 7, 8 games as well. So I think, as you said before, that East game, we sort of had both of those guys out, and we had about 3 or 4 others out, and obviously our depth's not great. We're still working on that, and we'll be working on that for next year as well. But when you have those sort of players missing from your team, it really hurts your team. But now we've got them back firing, and we're playing some good footy.
Yeah, I was just about to mention Daniel Hermans. I'm a CDFL man and seen him plenty of times at Lawn dominate up forward over the last couple of years. How have you seen Daniel, mate? I always thought at Lawn he could have just done that a little bit extra, sort of when things didn't go his way. He sort of dropped the head and did a bit of the Matthew Richardson sort of stuff. But when he was on fire, he's absolutely fantastic to watch.
Yeah, he's obviously he's a confidence player, and like I said, he's only just came back. He's missed 7 or 8 games with a back injury, so he's started off slow. But yesterday he probably didn't do much in the first sort of half to 3 quarters, and then, like I said, we threw him into the ruck, and he just probably won the game for us. And that's what he can do. He's a bit of a freak, and he's 6'10" and can jump and run and sprint, and on his day there wouldn't be too many in the league can stop him. So. We've got a few like him that are confidence type players, and we've just got to hopefully switch them on at the right time.
Just tell us about how you found your own season as well. I mean, you kicked 4 goals against Thompson, 3 against Bellpost Hill, so you've really put your foot forward when you've played these top sides contending for that top 5 spot. How have you found your season?
Oh, it's probably no secret. I've had a knee operation or a bit of a clean out mid-season, so I've obviously struggled with fitness at certain times of the year, and with, like I said, our ruckman going down, I've had to actually play in the ruck, and I'm not the youngest sort of person going round, so I do struggle a little bit with that, and obviously keeping up with guys that are probably 15 years younger than me, so I've been pinch hitting a little bit, but now that Hermo's back playing, we can maybe push him in the ruck a bit, and I can go forward, which probably suits me a bit better. But not the best. I mean, all right year. Just I've been probably plugging gaps for the team where I'm needed and where we've had problems. So it's been a bit of an injury-plagued season for myself, but like I said, we've hopefully get most of our team back now, and we can play some good footy.
Do you think you're robbed from getting the BOG and the Legends game, Menchie?
I kept telling Dougie Hawkins to put me up forward, but he said, I think there's a few more superstars that earn it better than me. So, they always put me in the back line, and it's good fun. So. Yeah,
you seem to really enjoy it, mate, and it's a bit of a laugh, but, do you take it seriously when you play it, mate? Is it... What percentage of seriousness do you take it when you play those games?
Just a bit of a muck around. You just want to do just enough, just to obviously just get a few kicks, but not look too serious, or people will start paying you out. So, like I said, it's good fun. It's good fun to get back on Etihad Stadium and under the roof again. That was good fun.
It's a great occasion in the football world. Just out of interest, how many of those games have you played in?
I think that's my third. So I've pulled out a couple times. I broke my hand one year on the eve of, or the Saturday before we played, and another year I think I did my hammy. So it's good for my kids. They're only they're 10, 11 now, so it's they sort of missed out on watching me play AFL. So it's good for them. They get in the rooms and get on tally, and it's fantastic for them.
Now, just on the GDFL, Menchie, how have you found the league? Has the standard of the league surprised you, or did you expect this sort of standard? Just give us your thoughts on the league in general, mate.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's when I first came along, it's obviously we played Bellpost Hill and East Geelong, obviously last year's runners-up, so it was big awakening for me, and it's pretty similar to Ballerine. Maybe Ballerine got a couple, maybe a little bit stronger at this stage, but the standard's pretty good, and the ovals aren't too bad either. So it's good to good to have a bit of fun and grassroots footy still.
It's good to see, Mensch, and it's good to see you still running around, mate. Thanks for chatting us today, and all the best for the big game against Thompson next week. I think anyone that doesn't support, outside their club, sort of sitting there looking at Winchelsea, thinking, it'd be great to see them in the top 5 and making the finals this year, mate.
No worries. Yeah, like I said, we've had 9 wins, and the club are wrapped of where we are. So we're obviously looking to go. We've still got this year, but obviously the next couple of years we're trying to set ourselves up and, hopefully do better than the last few years.
Just one before you go. Friday night games. Do you like them at Winch? You got a couple this year. Would you like more?
Probably earlier in the year. The last one we played, it was just so cold, and it got a bit dewy there. So if they can play them early in the year. We've had a couple there, and there's some really big crowds, and the atmosphere was really, really great for the boys to play under. So if they can have them early in the year when the weather's a little bit finer, I think they should do it. I mean, the lights are second to none probably in Geelong, and other than Tigani Park, but and the facilities are great, so they should really utilise it.
All right, cheers, Menchie. Thanks for chatting to us, and all the best for next week, mate.
No worries. Thanks, boys. Have a good one.
That was David Mensch from the Winchelsea Footy Club. Big game against Thompson next week, season defining. If they win, they're in the top 5.
Just a Geelong champ overall. I mean,
that's it.
We still have the 31 jumpers somewhere in the cupboard, don't we?
I do. Well, actually, in my office, I have number 31. He signed it when I was, I think, 8 or 9, so it's still sitting there.
The legends. He, of course, played in the match, famous where Billy Brownless kicked that goal after the siren to get Geelong into the prelim final. That was the night I was born, Maxie. So there's a bit of trivia for you to end this segment. Cal.
That's right. We might go to a bit of an ad break here, and we'll be back talking all things GFL. And Alex Tigani's going to put his
crystal ball
out
too
about
the
the finals.
The pressure's on.
You're listening to the final siren on 94.7 The Pulse.